20th anniversary performance of the Philadelphia Chinese Opera Society. My name is Louisa Huang, narrator of today's event. PCOS was founded in 1999 as a non-profit organization. Over the past 20 years, this organization has provided numerous training classes on basic performing skills of Beijing Opera, conducted workshops on cultural exchange, and provided stage performance in theaters, auditoriums, like what we have here today, and open air, in response to the needs from the audience, from our neighbors in the community. Providing high-quality performance to the neighbor over the past 20 years is not an easy job for a group of people who has their part-time job. As you know, they have to contribute to a lot of their time and energy to this kind of cultural events, and this required endless effort, unselfishness, dedication, and passion. And this is a group of people who successfully turned their personal hobby into a collective mission. And because of this, PCOS has been widely acclaimed by both the Chinese and non-Chinese natives in the community in the US East, and as well as mainland China. You know, at the beginning of this, the founding of this society, we only had 4 members. As of today, we have 40 members, but that does not count people come and go during the past 20 years because their life changes and work changes. Even though we still have several generations of members in this society, the oldest member is 82 years old, and the youngest member is 80 years old. Although there's a lot of changes in the membership of this PCOS, we have 9 members who stay in the family all the time from day one. And they stay together as a glue so that they can grow old together and also stay young together. These people, I'd like to welcome you to give them applause, and the name as follows. Li Shuyuan, Art Director. Li Xinhua, CEO of PCOS. Xu Juan, Public Affairs Officer and also female role performer. Liu Hua, the first president of PCOS. Li Qiuling, first violinist on the orchestra. Yang Xiaoying, treasurer and also painted face role performer. Qiao Jun, the best scholar and also a poet on this society. Liu Heng, the oldest member on this society. Jiang Qing, the adult male and young male role performer. Kudos to them. I would also like to take this opportunity to show our gratitude to the following individuals and organizations whose generous support help us to devote our mission, devote our time to fulfill our mission. These include Upper Merion Area Middle School, Asian American United, 民意特许学校、新泽西国剧社、华府京剧之花、华夏中文学校新泽西樱桃山分校、明朗中文学校、光华中文学校、长城中文学校、天普大学孔子学院、亚都华人协会 Dorial Capital Corporation 金奎明先生、天安保险公司刘亚林先生、卢德仙柯佳慧夫妇、李思主先生、李宁先生 and the Provident Bank. Thank you very much for all your support. Beijing Opera is the culmination of various theater forms that were prevailing in ancient China in its 5,000 years of history. As a national treasure and also UNESCO registered intangible cultural heritage of humanity, Beijing Opera is a focus on meaning rather than accuracy during the performance, which is very much consistent with other traditional Chinese art. It promotes the value of conventional, symbolic, and suggestive. So during the next 3 hours, we are going to present to you 6 music stories about ancient China. The first half of the performance will be talent shows by PCOS members of all ages. And the next half will be a 3-act classic plays, jointly performed by PCOS members and the renowned professional performers on Beijing Opera from mainland China. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the orchestra members. As you know, the Beijing Opera Orchestra is a small ensemble of traditional Chinese music instruments, including string instruments, plucked instruments, as well as a percussion instrument. And all these musicians must have the skill to adapt to the spontaneous improvisation of the performers, or without further advanced warning. This orchestra today going to serve for us, including national first-class musician Zhao Wanjin, Sun Jinyuan, and the famous musicians in the US East, including Tian Gang, Huang Chenglin, Tian Jianxin, Yu Chen, Lu Dexian, Li Qiuling, and Jin Kuiling. Thank you very much, our orchestra members. Last but not least, I'm going to ask a simple question to you. How many of us have never seen a live Beijing opera before this afternoon? Hands up. Okay. So, as you know, I always say, in past performance, that first-class audience enables the first-class performance. So I would like to make a small request to you. You don't need to save your cheering up and applause to the very end of the performance, like you're sitting in the Western Opera. It is absolutely okay for you to laugh or cry or whatever, or stand up to cheer up them. Okay? Thank you very much. Okay, let's start. Our first performance will be Monkey King. This Monkey King is a martial play portrays Sun Wukong, which is the trickiest character from the Chinese epic novel in the 15th century. If you're not familiar with Sun Wukong, be prepared to be blown away by this character. It's a combination of Zorro, of Superman, Charlie Chaplin. And the performer, his name is Li Junqing. This is a young and energetic PCOS member and a student from New York University. The plot itself is very simple. The Monkey King disturbed a celestial banquet because he was annoyed by the Super Emperor who looked down upon him. Let's see how Li Junqing mimics a monkey in stealing longevity, peach, and wine and banquet. Enjoy.
来此一时要气，待俺闯了进去。呀，俺想世人也能来到此地乎？俺从年远不计亚道，却早看自己龙敢风大，就在此，英雄将你将老，英雄将你将老。这些好东西一时也能吃得进。哎呀，这，姑娘，不免把家毫毛变过口袋，装些回去，让你子孙们见识呢。别。
to Junqing. You know, Junqing is not only capable of playing the painted face role, martial male role, and civil female. He can only play the female roles in Beijing Opera. He's a man. But one of the charm of Beijing Opera is that as long as you have learned the performance convention, you can play that role regardless of your gender or age. Our next performance is called Legend of Yang Yuhuan. Yang Yuhuan is widely considered as one of the 4 most beautiful women in the Chinese history. The performer today is the PCOS member. Her name is Luo Minghui. He's going to portray this Lady Yang through the area of Meilan Fang performing style. The character type that she's going to present to you is called the Qingyi, or elegant female role. As you know, we have 4 major character types in Beijing Opera: Sheng, Dan, Jing, Chou. Male role, female role, painted face role, and clown role. So in the area, Minghui is going to show you how much she enjoyed the bath that the emperor granted her to do. Because in ancient China, in the Tang Dynasty, not everyone has the privilege to use the royal hot spring in Xi'an, the ancient capital of China. So she very much enjoyed that. So this era expressed her joy and how she felt like very revitalizing after the bath. Enjoying the show. Thank you. know the long white cloth attached to her gong, what is that? Have no idea? Any idea? It's a cleaning cloth, right? Is it that she used the cleaning cloth to take the bath? No. The water sleeves, which is the long white silk strip attached to a performance gown, is a special convention of Beijing Opera, because that is used to facilitate emotive gesture. So that, in ancient China, there's no big screen to show the facial expression of the performer. So the water sleeves is attached, so that even the last row of the audience would see what is happening on the stage. So that's one of the charms of Beijing Opera. Our next performer will be the youngest member of PCOS. Her name is Zhang Yunji, nicknamed Man Man. She's a pretty little thing that I have ever seen. This story itself is a little bit interesting. About 2,500 years ago, the king of Sichuan in ancient China was trapped by the Han troops. Before a fatal battle, the lady Yu Ji danced with her sword to cheer up her husband, the king of Sichuan, and tried to free him up from worrying about her and about the future. But unfortunately, it was written, they are going to lose the war. So Lady Yu Ji committed suicide in the end, after the sword dance. Because we have some children in this audience, I'm going to skip the suicide part, so you don't get scared. But still, let's enjoy little Mama, to see how she interprets a grown-up lady in ancient China through this dance and singing piece. Enjoy. was wonderful, Mama. Thank you very much. How do you like her interpretation of this grown-up lady? Wonderful. Thank you so much. And not only because she has learned very hard to portray this character, and also because she is really ill today. She has high fever. But as I described at the beginning of this event, many of the staff, because they promised to be here, so they come here, even with their sickness in the body. Let's give another round of applause. Thank you very much, Mama. Talent show is going to call 天女散花. As you know, Beijing opera performance has to acquire 4 skills: 唱, 念, 做, 打, singing, recitation, dancing, and combat. In the next episode, the PCOS member Hu Haijun is going to portray a fairy lady who sprinkles petals of flowers to the mankind to test just to shower the love and joy to the mankind. The story itself is adapted from a Buddhist story. Just the means of the petal is to test the readiness of the novice of Buddhism. So Haijun has been performing this piece for many, many times. She is not only a PCOS member, but also an educator and also a photographer. Let's enjoy this piece. Thank you. Thank you very much, Haijun. That was lovely. Do you know how long is the silk strip in her hand? 15 meters. You may convert it to feet. I don't know how many feet is that. But it's very, very long and it's light, so it's not easy to throw up and down. But the silk strip itself is to indicate that this fairy is extend above the clouds, above the rainbows. So once again, very well done, Haijun. Thank you very much. Our last talent show of the first half of the performance will be naming the flowers, Bao Huami, from the water vendor. You know that in ancient China, the urban residents, they don't have tap water nor well water. So many citizens has to rely on the water sale by the individual vendors from door to door. That creates a lot of opportunity for a lot of things to happen, you know. In particularly the girls in these kind of urban families, they got a chance to know more people other than their family members. So here comes Mei Ying, which is a maid of such urban girl. She helped set up a lot of secret romantic meetings between her master lady and the water vendor. So the performer name is Huang Chaoyun. She's only 12 years old. And she's features in Hua Dan, which is a subtype of the Dan, female role performer. Let's watch how Huang Chaoyun used her conventions in the Hua Dan, which is playful female role, to portray this joyful character. Enjoy.